I always knew that God had a calling on my life and that I was going to be a preacher. Now, so at 14, I informed my father, who already knew I wanted to be a preacher, that I waited long enough. So he and others of his minister friends, they began to help me formally train and get ready to be a minister of the gospel. So I think we need to take a step back and view racism through a clearer lens. I say that by this. Have I ever seen racism or been a victim of racism? Racism is not an event. It is not a particular situation. Prejudice is. So if I'm riding on the escalator, I just left church and I'm in my suit and tie, and on the escalator there's a white woman in front of me, and she turns and sees me and clutches her purse. We're in the mall. We're on the escalator. I am dressed as business appropriate as I possibly can, and my presence still brings fear to you. I see that as not just necessarily racism, but an incident of prejudice. Racism is a weight you feel all your life. You see it in images of success versus images of violence. These are the things that racism plays out and shows us over and over. So to say, have I ever felt racism? Have I ever get an incident of racism? It's all my life. It's my father having to have a conversation with me multiple times about how to survive being pulled over by the police. Not because I'm driving and doing anything wrong, but because I'm driving while I'm black. So is there a certain instance? Is there a certain thing that I can point to? The whole system of racism, if you're black, you feel the pressure and the weight of that all your life. From the time you're a child to the time you die, you feel the weight of it. God gives me hope for the future, because I believe as the winds of change sweep through this nation, that there are good Christian brothers and sisters from all ethnic groups, backgrounds, socioeconomic statuses, that believe more in the love of Christ than in the superiority of their skin color. That gives me hope. I've been contacted from preachers both near and far, once again, those that look like me and those that don't look like me, who understand the importance of embracing one another in love, and that are calling for equality and that are calling for justice in our nation. That hope in God, that trust in the body of Christ coming together in our nation, that gives me hope that things can change for the better.